What's up, y'all? Entropy here. Welcome back to Old Dominion Dynasty. 5-1 on the year, coming off a win against our arch rival Virginia Tech last week. Super exciting stuff. It was a great game and an incredible performance by Rob Jones as well. I mean, holy crap! I couldn't believe what I was seeing during that game. But we've got Wake Forest coming to town. They're sitting at 3-2 on the year, so they are a respectable team. Let's see what they've been up to. They beat Indiana by 4, lost to Notre Dame at home, or on the road rather, by 17. Beat number 19 Florida State by 5. Beat Army, which, you know, Army's not normally a great team, but that's always a tough game to win. And barely lost to Duke last week at home. So, interesting set of 5 games. Beating a ranked opponent's definitely a good thing for them, so I'm sure they're a good team. I mean, moving up to the ACC, every game is going to be tough now. Every opponent's going to look good on paper because it's a Power 5 conference as opposed to the Sun Belt. Like, no offense to the Sun Belt, I love me some Fun Belt action, but you know, it's just a different caliber of team that you face every week. So undoubtedly, I'm sure it's going to be a tough game, but hopefully we're ready for them. Let's go with this look today. We got the white script helmet, the navy tops, and the white pants. We got a pair of visiting prospects this week. Richard Fisher, who's a 3-star guard. I think if I remember correctly, he might be a bust because he's listed as a number 13 guard in the country, but I'm pretty sure he's only like a 65 overall or something. So he's not exactly a high priority for us, but he is interested in coming here, so we've got him coming to town. We've also got Ryan Tate, the number 71 tackle in the class. So with them both being offensive linemen, we have the same exact goals for both of them, so that should keep things a little simpler from our perspective. Need a big day from the offense. Ali Jennings getting Hayden Wolf and the boys fired up, and there is Wake Forest. Some very nice, clean uniforms from them. I love the way the black numbers accent the black helmet. It just looks so sick. And here we are at SB Ballard Stadium, where the Wake Forest Demon Deacons are coming to town to take on the Old Dominion Monarchs. Surely we are set for another great game in the ACC. Let's go. Wake Forest comes out in the pistol, and it's a handoff to Turner. Christian Turner, oh my gosh. The guy who was originally a Michigan Wolverine and transferred to Wake Forest. He is starting in their backfield. That's super cool. Another handoff to Turner here. He picks the hole. Damian Charity looked like he did a good job filling it, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down already. Okay, it's a screen pass. Wallace and Solano trying to get out there. Alex Solano does drag down Christian Turner, who got the ball on all 3 plays for the offense. And is he hurt? Oh my gosh, he might have just gotten hurt. But that brings up 4th down. We're getting the ball. David Monroe making his return from injury. And he is not getting us off to a great start with a 3-yard carry, but great to have him back. Looking forward to using him in this game. Monroe gets the carry again here, and number 9, I don't know who that is, but came flying over from the left side of the defense to keep that play from getting anywhere. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down here this early in the game, and Jordan Bly, a beautiful throw from Hayden Wolf to hit him, and that's a 3rd down conversion for the Monarchs. Wake Forest has really loaded up the box here. It's a carry from Monroe. He shook off that first tackle really well and manages to get 2. Oh, what? That was an interception somehow? It looked like it was just dropped by John Marshall, who was coming across the field, and somehow it fell right into 45. Okay, Marshall didn't actually reach for the ball, it looks like. Did that hit the ground, right? That looked like it hit the ground to me. It could be just how old this game is. It didn't look like it. Christian Turner has an abdominal strain. Can I challenge? See, this is what I'm talking about. Watch this play. So the ball is clearly falling, but like there, it looks like it's kind of stuck to his left glove. So are they kind of like saying he has possession there? Because that ball is clearly off the ground there. But then obviously the ball does fall and hit the ground, it looks like. before he gets his other hand on it. But I don't know like how this game is gonna take that, so I think I'm just gonna let it ride. But that sucks. Gosh dang. It's a play action over to the left side. It's Donovan Green with the catch, and I believe that was Sean Thomas in coverage. Over the middle. I knew he was throwing to him. I tried to move Stewart over there, but he couldn't get his hands on the ball, and that's a first down for Wake Forest. Hand off to Christian Turner, who's back in the game, and Solano explodes through the line for a loss of 1. Over to the right side. Did he really get a foot down? I thought that ball was way out of bounds, but Keyshawn Williams drags the toe, and it's a first down in a big game. What on earth was that play? That should not have worked. He basically got the ball and threw it immediately right to like where a huge group of guys was, and somehow, not only did he catch it, he was also able to then turn it into a pretty sizable gain. What on earth is happening this game? It's a speed option to the left. Can't bring down the quarterback. He's kind of running around. Didn't seem to look like he knew where to go. And I believe that's O'Shea Jackson with the TFL on the quarterback. This has been one of the weirdest first quarters of a game I think I've ever played. Hand off to Turner up the middle, and a couple of guys combine on the tackle to keep him short of the goal line. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Hand off again to Turner, and he cuts back and scores. I thought we had him, but no, he did manage to find a gap and hit it. And Wake Forest is on the board first after a stupid interception and a litany of weird plays on that drive as well. Such a bizarre sequence of events, and they're now up 7-0. Play action here on the first play of the drive. Pass rush got in there quick. A number of guys on the right side. Finally, Jordan Bly breaks free and puts a move on the defense. He's down the right sideline. Tripped up from behind by what I assume is a linebacker, but it's a 44-yard gain for Jordan Bly on our first play of the drive. Huge play. Nice improvisation there from the receiver. Monroe gets the carry here. Has a nice hole to run through and gets 7. And that's going to now bring us to the end of the first quarter. Wake Forest up 7-0 after that turnover right there. But we've got the ball well in their territory, and we're threatening to put some points up ourselves. Rob Jones in the game now, running the option with Monroe. They stay home on Jones. Monroe gets the carry, does not quite get the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. Wolf back in the game. We're just going to give it right back to Monroe up the middle. A huge hole, and he's got the first down and then some, down to about Wake Forest 10. Monroe gets carried, a huge hit laid on him by, I believe that was one of their corners coming off the edge, and it's 2nd and 12. Jones back in the game, and Livingston comes in at running back. Let's see if we can get the read option somewhere. Rob Jones takes the carry and gets down inside the 5, a 9-yard rush for the quarterback. And it's 3rd and... I don't know why it's not saying 3rd and goal. We must, like... The first down line must be, like, on the goal line. I really, really hate throwing in the red zone, but I feel like we almost have to here. John Marshall made the catch in the end zone, but did they say he didn't have possession yet or something? Was he not in the end zone when he caught that? I have to consult replay for the 2nd time in this video. Unreal. Okay, pass is thrown to Marshall. He catches it. Is that foot not... Is his left foot not down? How is this not a touchdown? How... And then his right foot hits there as well. That should be a touchdown. Can I challenge this? I might try and challenge this. Because the way I'm seeing it... Yeah, the way I'm seeing it, that's a touchdown. Okay, are they saying that's where he established possession? Because that isn't right. He established possession in the end zone because he had the ball in his hands and had a foot down as well. The replays they're showing here, I'm about to lose this challenge and it's about to be pointless because it's not... That isn't where he caught it. He caught it in the end zone. Alright, call stands on the field. I'm not even sure what the reversal would have been based off those camera angles. And we're going to have to settle for a field goal now because of this. I can't believe it. Jason Paris on the field, and he drills it. Old Dominion, we are now on the board, but I feel like we should have 7. I feel like we were just robbed of a touchdown. This has been, without a doubt, the most bizarre game I maybe have ever played, as Lamarian James shuts down the speed option for a loss of 3. I've never had to, consulting the replay twice in the same video is unheard of, or in the same game just in general, even if I'm, like, playing this game and not recording it for the channel. Like, that's just ridiculous in and of itself. And on top of that, the things that are happening in this game right now are absolutely insane. Like, oh my god, Alex Solano just absolutely blew up that play. It looked like it was supposed to be a keeper, and Kern just got destroyed immediately by Solano. It's already 3rd and 17. 3rd and forever. If we give this up, I'm going to be really disappointed. Kern looks over the middle, hits his receiver, Taylor Morin with the catch, but Lamarian James slings him down immediately, and we should be getting the ball back here. Yes, we are. Jordan Bly on the return here. Trying to get to the right, does avoid the tackle there, slips another tackle, gets out to about the 35-yard line. A nice return. Just under 3 minutes to go here. We don't have to, like, start slinging the rock everywhere, but we're going to have to move at a decent clip on this drive. Jones in the game for the read option look. They take Monroe, and Jones cuts upfield, and gets the first down. Wolf back in the game as it's approaching 2 minutes. We're going to have to start throwing the ball a little more. Hits Kuntz there. He took a second to get running, and it's only a gain of 2. Now under 2 minutes. Oh my gosh, I should have thrown it out to Livingston on the right. I was too busy trying to find a play over the middle. It's going to be 3rd and 18. 3rd and forever. We're going to chuck it deep to Ali Jennings, and it is batted away by KJ Trujillo, maybe. Whatever. It's going to be 4th and 18. We're going to have to punt it. A minute left in the game, and I assume they will be trying to score here as Kern is under duress, is slipping all the sack attempts, and only goes down for a loss of 1. Sean Thomas, the corner, ends up coming in to make the play somehow, and that's going to be 2nd and 11. They haven't called a timeout, so I'm starting to wonder if maybe they're rethinking their strategy a little bit. Although it looks like they're coming out in 4 wide again, so maybe they're still going to try and score. They're just not super pressed for time, I guess. Okay, yeah, they're just letting the clock run down. I'm not really sure what their strategy is here. They are going to be throwing, so they're at least going to try. And he hits his receiver downfield, just gets past the 40. 12 seconds left. They haven't had to burn a timeout yet. 1st and 10, time running down. Kern's looking. Oh my gosh, no one's on him. Taylor Morin, I think's his name, got wide open downfield. No one was even close to him. I'm not sure what happened with our coverage there, but it got blown apart. And they were, like, well within field goal range, and they are going to be kicking the field goal now with 6 seconds left on the clock. Their kicker with turf tape is set up for this one. It's a very short kick, and it's up and right down the middle. Wake Forest somehow, despite their awful time management, manages to get 3 points on that drive. Ugh. The last play of the half will be Jordan Bly trying to return this to the house. He isn't going to be able to do it. Gets brought down at about the 20, and that's going to do it for the first half. 10-3. Some bizarre happenings for our offense. We had the interception on the first drive, which I'm still not even convinced was a legit interception. And then we had, of course, the touchdown that was ruled not a touchdown by 3 yards, even despite replay and all that. Just a super weird, frustrating half. Hopefully the second half goes better. We're at least getting the ball to start down a touchdown, so if we can tie it up, we'll at least be in okay shape there. Jordan Bly set to return the kick again after ending the first half with a kick return. He gets out to the right side. Oh my gosh, come on, man. Just got tripped up. Monroe gets the carry to get us started in the first half and fights ahead to get 5. Jones back in the game. This time they follow Monroe, and Jones gets the keeper to the right side. Nice blocking by Marshall. An ineffective juke, but he does get 12 yards. Jones stays in the game here. This time they're ready for him. Monroe gets the carry, cuts it around upfield, and gets 12 yards on that carry, and we're past midfield. Back to the hot hand. Monroe again on the read option, and gets the first down again, a 10-yard carry. Wolf off the play action, and oh my gosh, a sack. I'm so sick of taking sacks. It just keeps happening. And that's, I believe, the second one we've taken, at least the second one I can remember. And it's 2nd and 15. Alexander underneath, turns it upfield and gets a 10-yard gain, and it gets us much closer. It'll be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Wolf drops back, looking. Oh, that's a bad pass, and it's intercepted. I thought he was going to be a lot more open than that. I kind of anticipated it, and instead it just turned into a cluttered mess over there. And that's our 2nd interception of the game, and that came in a very bad spot. Play action. Wide open is the receiver. It's Morin again, and it's 21 yards on their first play. Handoff to Turner, and Damian Charity busts through the line and brings him down for a loss of 1. Oh my gosh, we had him with John Stewart, and Ali comes up to keep him short of the first down line, but that should have been a loss of like 2, and instead it was a gain of 10. 3rd and 1, handoff to Turner, and a massive hole is opened up, and that's going to be an easy first down for them. Oh, John Stewart busts through this time. My gosh, their run game is remarkably ineffective. They're doing a terrible job at the point of attack getting guys. Like, picking up their blocks. Jeez, oh Pete. Handoff again to Turner. Right up the middle. I can't believe he was able to get past Solano, and it's going to be 3rd and 7. Curran drops back, looking, and he's going to go down! Dave Harris, I believe that is, coming off the edge. Yes, it is Dave Harris, and it's 4th and 16. I have to imagine, yes, they are definitely not going to be going for it from this far away. That was an absolutely massive stop by the defense, and we have absolutely got to answer on offense here. And that's a terrible start. No blocking at all, and Monroe gets a loss of 4. Deep over the middle to John Marshall. He's got it. A 31-yard gain, and we're out near midfield. Just a quick hitter to Jennings to at least get something. It's going to be 5-yard gain, and we've got 3rd and 5. Start of the 4th quarter here, 3rd and 5. Still a 10-3 ball game. The offense has just struggled mightily all day, and that should be interference. That should have been interference. That guy was keeping Alexander from getting to the inside. He was like running into him. He couldn't get to the spot. Oh my gosh. I know they call interference in this game, and they should have there. I almost feel like, where are we at? We're like around midfield, aren't we? We're past midfield. We have to go for this. It's the 4th quarter. 4th and 5, gotta have it. Wolf drops back, wide open over the middle is Marshall. Oh my gosh, he almost missed him. Marshall had to make a crazy diving catch just to hang on to it. Thankfully he did, and this drive is still alive. Get some more read option action going, and it's a keeper for Jones. A lot of running room up ahead. Still fighting. That's a huge gain for Rob Jones on the keeper. Take Monroe again, and this time they're ready for him. Rob Jones goes down for a loss of 1. Hayden Wolf back in the game now on this 2nd and 11. Over the middle, wanted Ali Jennings, but I think the defender got a hand on it. It's going to be now 3rd and 11. Oh my gosh, hit as he threw it. Hayden Wolf. And it's 4th and 11. I can't conceivably go for this. We're just going to have to take the field goal. Try and cut this lead down a little bit. Jason Paris on the field. It's up, and it's good. Cutting the lead 10-6 now. Gosh, this offense. The offense today has been such a struggle. And it's so frustrating that we just can't get touchdowns right now. And because of that, we can't get the lead right now as well. Like, we can't make any meaningful comeback if we can't get the ball in the end zone. And now we need to lean on the defense to get another stop. It's a play action for Wake Forest on their first play. Over the middle, and he hits Morin. I feel like I've called his name 50 times today. He's got another big game. Michael Kern, a perfect 10 for 10 through the air. Hand off to Turner. No one is there to stop him, and he runs over Ali for a 15-yard gain. Defense just looks gassed. Kern drops back looking. He's going to take off and run. Shoulders James Ostrander somehow, but takes a massive hit. I can't believe he held onto the ball, and it's another first down. Oh my gosh, and Turner's got another massive gap to run through, and it's a 12-yard gain. Play action. Turner got hit even though he didn't have the ball, and guess who? It's Taylor Morin again. And it's another big gain for Wake Forest. We've got a flag. Ooh! We've got clipping called on the play. The problem is, I don't know if that's going to be... See, it says it's a 15-yard penalty, but I think it's a spot foul. So it's only going to be 1st and 13 for them, as opposed to like a 1st and 25 or something. 1st and 13 after the penalty. It's a handoff to Turner again, and I don't know how he got 6 out of that. That should have been a stuff at the line of scrimmage instead. It's late enough in the game, they're starting to get the clock run down from them. And they will be handing it off to Ellison, who I believe is the backup running back, and he shook off a defensive lineman. Justice Ellison gets down inside our 10. And we're probably going to have to consider using our timeouts now. Hand off to Turner, and he's brought down to the backfield. I couldn't even tell who it was because I was trying to hit timeout super quick, but it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another handoff to Turner. Solano couldn't quite bring him down, but Ostrander's there to finish him up, and it's going to be 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal now. Interesting to see what their strategy will be here. They are going to throw it. They hit the receiver Green, and he gets down to about the 5. I can't imagine they're going to... Yeah, I didn't think they were going to go for it. So that's huge. We kept them out of the end zone, which will, even if they make this, keep this at a 1-score game. We'll have a 7-point deficit to come back from, and he does not get through. 13-6 Wake Forest. Exactly 2 minutes on the clock. No timeouts. Got to make it happen. Jordan Bly on the return. Tripping. Oh, no. Oh my gosh, come on. Can we not have one thing go horrifically wrong for like 2 seconds? Gosh, dang, he tripped over... I assume he tripped over the defender that we evaded, but as a result, we're now down like way further back than we should be. Unbelievable. Starting on our own 6-yard line after Jordan Bly trips over his own feet, and already we're under duress. My gosh, we got to throw it away. Juan Alexander on the sideline. He's got it. An 18-yard reception, a beautiful toe tap, and that'll be a 1st down. Finally gave ourselves some breathing room as well. Oh my gosh, that defender was there. I kind of threw it hoping he wouldn't turn around. Unfortunately, he didn't. Ali Jennings has it, and we're going to call no huddle here. Kuntz over the middle. He's got it, the tight end. Jordan Bly on the little out route. Can he get out of bounds? He does. A 13-yard gain, a 1st down, and the clock stops. Juan Alexander, he's got it. Came over the middle all the way from the left side, and we are down near their 10-yard line, I believe. 1:10 left. This is probably a stupid idea, but I'm going to see if maybe we can catch him not ready for the run, and David Monroe will get the carry here. Puts a move on the defense. Oh my gosh, he almost got it. I think we might run it again. I'm trying to kind of mind not leaving too much time on the clock in case we score here. But David Monroe gets the 1st down, so the clock will stop here. And we're going to call no huddle, and we're going to pound it up the middle again. David Monroe in an absolutely massive spot here. Again, I want to run a little bit of time off, but like in case we get stopped, I don't want to be stuck not being able to run a play. We're going to snap it at 15. It's a handoff to Monroe again. He fights, and he's in! David Monroe, his 1st game back from injury. And in this game, he's the hero who's got us in a position to tie the game up with just an extra point from Jason Paris. I've never sweated over an extra point in my life so much. And he knocks it through. This is a tie game. The offense has been such a struggle all game. But when we needed to drive most, Hayden Wolf led the charge. And with 13 seconds on the clock, in a tie game at 13-13, ironically, we're kicking it away, and they're taking the knee in the end zone as they all have all game. Just cannot let anything stupid happen here. They have all 3 timeouts, so they can afford to go for it. He takes a sack for a loss of 5 immediately, and they called a timeout, so they're still going to try. Solano over to, or not Solano, Solano's the guy I was using. Threw it over to left side to his favorite target, Taylor Morin. 3rd and 11 with 6 seconds left here. Yeah, we're just going to call, like, super prevent defense. I have to imagine this is going to be a Hail Mary. Kern, all kinds of time, just flips it up. And it falls incomplete. 1 second left on the clock. Michael Kern's first incompletion of the game, mind you. And it's 4th and oh my gosh, they're going to punt it. They're going to punt it. I've never blocked a punt before in this game. Do we at least try? We're going to actually try for the return here. Jordan Bly at least has returned a punt for a touchdown before, so he's got it in him. If they don't, I don't know why they didn't just boot it out of bounds, to be honest with you. Jordan Bly, with one chance here, cuts it upfield and just did not quite have the room. A nice return, but wasn't a touchdown, obviously. And we are going to overtime against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. This might be the first overtime game we've had. Let's go. They called it wrong, and we are going to be starting on defense. I'd much rather know what we have to do with our possession beforehand. I'm at a loss for words. My heart's going a mile a minute. My little score bug at the bottom looks like it's glitched, but this is obviously their first play of the drive. It's a handoff to Turner, and Solano is there to make the tackle. There's the score bug. 2nd and 8. Yeah, the speed option. Kern's got it. Got some good blocking. Ali missed the tackle, and Wake Forest has a touchdown on their second play of the frickin' overtime period. Just, you can't write what's happening to us right now. Just a horrendous display on defense there on the first drive, and we have to score a touchdown now. Awesome. Let's see if we can just kind of pound the ball down their throats here. I made the wrong read. I meant to keep it, and I pressed the button on accident, and it registered as a frickin' handoff. That's a terrible start. I have not been able to get out of my own way in this entire game. It's just I've been making mistake after mistake, but that is a good throw there by Wolf. John Marshall was wide open for some reason, and just like that, we've got a first down, and it's like that first play didn't even happen. Rob Jones back in the game. We're going to try the option again. This time I make the right read, and there's some blocking up front, and Rob Jones, touchdown! Monarchs! Rob Jones ties it up. He comes through big in overtime, and I could go for 2 here, but I just don't trust the offense. I don't trust either my offense or my defense. I don't feel like I can lean on either one at the moment. So we're just going to take the extra point, and that's going to tie it up and bring us to double overtime now, where we will be getting the ball first. I mean, I say we try the read option again. We force them to stop it. They stayed home on Rob there, so Monroe gets the carry and only gets 2 yards. Keeper for Rob Jones. Oh my gosh, the blocking didn't hold at all. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 12. No, this is terrible. What was that block? Our 2 linemen blocked each other. 72 and 74 blocked each other. And the guy just came clean off the edge. Hayden Wolf back in the game now as we need to get a completion here. And the pass rush got in immediately. I don't even know what happened there. The receivers had barely come out of there. 72. Hunter. What are you doing, dude? He completely sold the play. He just let him go. Completely unblocked. And now, are you kidding me? We're outside of field goal range? A 53-yard field goal? We can't make that? We can't make a 53. We're going to have to try it, right? Jason Paris. We're going to try the 53-yarder. I don't know what else to do. We're not going for this. And that kick is up, and that kick is through. Incredible kick from Jason Paris. We've got the lead, but only up 23-20. It's hard to feel super confident. They score a touchdown, they win. We either got to turn them over or force a field goal. First play of the drive. Kern drops back, looking, throws it. Oh, no! Sean Thomas had the pick in his hands, and he dropped it. And there's an offensive pass interference on the play. They called it on Keyshawn Williams. And that's a 10-yard penalty for them. Oh, that's huge. 1st and 20. I mean, if we let them convert out of this is embarrassing. Kern drops back, looking, goes down. Dave Harris with the sack, and it's a loss of 2. 2nd and 22 now. Dave Harris is 2nd of the game as well. He's had a nice game. Kern drops back and looking over to the left side. I almost said over the middle, but it was more to the left. Donovan Green gets it. 13 yards, and it's 3rd and 9. One more stop, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal. Alex Solano trying to fire the crowd up. We need them here. We need them to make this as hard as possible on the offense. Kern drops back, looking. Gotta go down! Amari Morrison with the sack, and Kern loses 5 yards. And it's 4th and 14. The defense comes through. And they're going to have to settle for the field goal. This is going to be about a 45-yarder. Definitely makeable. 45, 46-yarder, it looks like. And there's the snap. There's the kick. It's up. Drifting left, but it is going to sneak through. Tied up again. And we are going into triple overtime now. And they're going to be starting with the ball. Kern wants to throw it. Throws it over to the right side. Cameron Height. Looks like who might number 20, but I think he's a tight end. So that's a 5-yard gain for them. Alex Solano breaks through, but couldn't bring him down. Christian Turner off to the left side. Slipping tackles, and it's a 16-yard gain. How did Solano miss that tackle? And they're down well within our 5 now. Gosh, how do you miss that, Alec? Come on. 1st and goal now. They're really threatening here. Kern drops back, looking over the middle. Oh my gosh, I thought James was going to pick it. Instead, it looked like it might have bounced off his helmet or something. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. Kern looking. Throws it out the back of the end zone. Almost near hit the stands up there. Almost hit the fans in the stands, I meant to say it. It's 3rd and goal. This would be an incredible stand if we can keep him out of the end zone on this play. It's a run to the left. Kern keeps it, and I missed the tackle again with Charity. It was just a tough angle to try to make. And it's going to be a touchdown for Wake Forest. And they're going for... Is this like the... Did they implement the rule at the time this game is made where you have to go for 2 in triple overtime and further? They might have. So they're going to be going for the 2-point conversion here. Have to stop. Have to get this stop. Absolutely have to. It's the same exact play, and there's no one out there, and it's going to be a 2-point conversion for Wake Forest. They're up 31-23, and we're going to have to answer with exactly what they just did. Ugh. Handoff to Monroe, up the middle, only gets 4. Going to be 2nd and 6. This is gutsy, but we're going to bring Rob Jones out again, but we're going to run the play action pass with him. And wide open over the middle is Jordan Bly. Worked like a charm. It's going to be a 1st down, and Rob Jones, they're highlighting him now for some reason, even though he scored a touchdown earlier in this game. Keeper for Rob Jones. Gets the blocks downfield. He's got the touchdown. His 2nd of the game. I believe the 2nd in an overtime period as well. But as we saw earlier, they went for 2, so we are going to also have to go for 2. And I don't know what to call here. This is risky as all heck because I think they loaded the box for it. We're audibling to slants. I don't like that they got 7 in the box waiting for the run. And it's going to be... Wolf's going to be able to walk in! Hayden Wolf, not known for his scrambling ability, but they just left that area open. And he walks in to tie the game back up at 31-31. Absolutely ridiculous. We're in our 4th overtime period of this game. And read option for Rob Jones. Gets around to the right side. Puts a move on the defense. Unbelievable running for Rob Jones. And it's 10 yards and a 1st down. Keeper for Rob Jones again. Puts the move on the defense, and he's got his 3rd touchdown. A 15-yard scramble. And it's going to be another situation where... Can we actually, like, not kick an extra point? I'm kind of interested to see. I know Wake Forest went for 2. Oh, we can't. We actually cannot go for the... Yeah, it won't let us. We cannot kick an extra point here. We got to go for it. Running slants again. I don't know if I expect the running lane to be open this time. Just a cluttered mess in the middle. We had to just throw it. I felt the pressure coming on. And super unfortunate that that is going to not get us the 2-pointer. And now we have to, now we can't even afford to let them get a touchdown and get the 2-point because then they'll win it. Wake Forest with the ball. They know what they got to do here. Drops back looking. Got his receiver over to the left side. Donovan Green, 6 yards. Oh, come on. How do you miss that tackle? It's wide open. No one's going to stop him. Michael Kern. And he's got the touchdown run. I cannot believe there was no defenders over there. There was nobody to stop him. And they're going to be going for 2, and this is their chance to win it. Kern drops back, looking, throws it to the left side. It's picked off! Lavaria James picks it in the end zone. I was going to try and return it for 2 points in the win, but obviously there was no lane, and Lamarian James with a huge play. And we're going into, if you can believe it, viewers, our 5th overtime period of this game. I can't believe what's happening right now. This is insane. First and 10 for the Demon Deacons again. Throws it to the left side. Oh my gosh. Did that hit Josh Cruz in the hand? That was a pick going the other way for the win. Oh my gosh. Second and 10 after the near disaster for Wake Forest. And the defense, I don't know what is happening. There's just wide open running lanes for these guys to take off. And it's going to be a 3rd and 3 for Wake Forest now. Over the middle, he's got Moran. And Morin fights into the end zone. It's another touchdown for Wake Forest. We can't stop them right now. And they're going to be going for 2. So hopefully we can stop this play. Need the crowd to get loud. This could, I mean, we're going to have to score a touchdown on our next drive anyway, but this could very well be the game, and it's an easy completion to Cameron Height. Oh my gosh. Why can't we just stop them once? The offense for us has finally shown up in overtime after we held them to 13 points in regulation. And, like, we just can't, the defense can't do anything now. They're just scoring at will. Handoff to Monroe. A nice move, and it's 9 yards, very close to the first down. In overtime, it's been so much of the Rob Jones show, but like they can't seem to stop the read option right now, so why go away from it? As Monroe with a nice run fighting ahead, and he's down at about the 2-yard line. Impressive running. Wolf back in the game now. It's a handoff to Monroe, and he's got the touchdown, cutting it down to another 2-point deficit. David Monroe punching it in. And it's another 2-point conversion we got to have now. I didn't like how the quick slant went last time. We're going to try and hand it off to Monroe again. The blocking up front looks good, and Monroe's got it. Punching it in again, and it is 45-45. Just this game, I keep saying it, but this game is absolutely ridiculous. We are now going into our 6th overtime period. Hand off to Monroe, fighting ahead. Got 8 on that carry. Keeper for Rob takes it right up the middle and gets to about that 10-yard line. 1st and goal coming up now. Keeper for Rob Jones. Got the blocks, fighting, touchdown. Rob Jones got it again, a 10-yard touchdown. He set the school record for rushing touchdowns in a game, and they've all come in various overtime periods. Just hilarious stuff. We're going to trust the O-line once again and hand it off to Monroe here. Not great blocking, and they keep him out. No! He was kept short of the goal line. Unreal. The blocking didn't do their job, and Monroe's held out at the end zone. And we're only up 6. No. Gosh dang it. 1st and 10 for the Demon Deacons now. Out to the left side. He's got his receiver Green. Cruz couldn't close in time. It's going to be 2nd and 4. It's another keeper for the quarterback, and again, he's got all kinds of running room. Charity, wrap up, dude. I don't know what's happening with my graphics right now, but that's another touchdown on a stupid run from their quarterback where we cannot stop him for some reason. Like, I called a zone defense. There should have been at least 2 defenders on that left side to make the tackle, and there were none. And now it's a 2-point conversion for the win once again for them. Gosh dang it. It's going to be a pass. Looking to the right side, and he missed him. Height was open, the tight end, and he missed him completely. It falls incomplete. And I can't believe we're going to a 7th overtime. We shouldn't have gotten out of that one alive. Kern looking to the right side. James, pick that off, dude. Pick it off, and it's the game. Oh my gosh, he had his hands on it. Going to be a handoff to Turner. A massive hole to run through. He's got the first down and a little bit more as well. 1st and 10. Dang it. Kern looking to the right side of the end zone. Anton Stewart got his hands on it but couldn't bring it in. How many interceptions have we dropped in this overtime period? I feel like we've had like 3 or 4. Play action. Kern looking. Got no one to go to. He's going to take off and run. Lamarian James comes up and lays a big hit on him. And it's going to be 3rd and inches. He finally didn't take off for a touchdown, but man, how did we let him get out of there? 3rd and inches. Now this is a massive, massive spot. And I think they may have just false started. They did. That's going to back them up a little bit. It's going to be about 3rd and 5 or 6 now. It's 3rd and 5 now for the Deacons. And they are hoping to be able to punch this in. Kern drops back looking, nowhere to go, throws it, and it's batted away by Josh Cruz. Should have been a pick, but he does in fact knock it down. I'm interested to see They will be kicking the field goal here. They're taking the points. Kick is up, and it is good. Wake Forest goes back on top, up 54-51 here in what I believe is the 7th overtime. I think that's right. I keep losing track. And we're getting the ball now, and if we score a touchdown, we win this game. To keeper for Jones. Good blocking downfield. Cuts it inside. Fighting still. Down at about the 5-yard line. Can you believe this kid? Another keeper for Rob. Fighting. He's in! Touchdown Monarchs! Rob Jones! His name is as big of a player, as big as he is as a player. And that's his 5th touchdown of the game. All of them coming in overtime. Carrying the load. And the Monarchs win a 7 OT thriller against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. I am in disbelief. I am struggling to come up with words right now. It's a miracle I've gotten as many words out of my mouth as I have at this point. I am shaking. My heart is racing. I feel like I actually just watched my home team Michigan win a 7 OT thriller. Oh my gosh. I can't believe we pulled it out. 57-54. Your final from, I believe we're in Norfolk, Virginia, but I may be wrong on that. I did check. It is Norfolk, Virginia, so I was right on that. But Hayden Wolf, 14 for 22 for 205 yards and 2 picks, 3 sacks. 63% isn't the worst thing in the world, but this was largely a struggle for him in this game. 2 picks obviously is bad. Another one on a 2-point conversion, so that didn't count towards his stats there, but it did happen. Took a lot of sacks as well. Just not a great showing. The pass game, once again, was quite a struggle for most of the game. Rob Jones, of course, completing his 1 pass for 10 yards in overtime as well, so he got a little bit of throwing action too. And the man of the hour, Rob Jones, 14 carries for 128 yards and 5 touchdowns. It was not my intention to just use him as our quarterback in overtime, but Wake Forest couldn't stop him for some reason. They did a good job on him, I thought, in the actual game. For the most part, the 4 regulation quarters, but in overtime they didn't have an answer, and Rob Jones took his game to another level in overtime. Just unbelievable. And David Monroe, his first game back, 22 carries, handled the mail, handled the load and carried the mail is what I combined there. 22 for 102 and 2 touchdowns. He had no problems with getting a lot of carries in this game. I'm still amped from this game. Words are such a struggle. Hayden Wolf, 3 for -23. Those were his sacks, of course, but who could forget as well, he did have the 2-point conversion that he scrambled in for, which I believe tied the game up when he did it. All the overtime periods are running together in my head, but I believe that is what happened. The receiving room got a lot of action, even though it was a bit of a struggle through the air. Jordan Bly had 4 for 75, John Marshall 4 for 54, Justin Alexander 3 for 45, Ali Jennings 2 for 22, and Zach Kuntz 2 for 19. Talon Hunter, dude, you would have been one of the people I pointed at if we lost this game because of your blocking on some of those plays. I don't remember when that was happening, but at one point his blocking went in the toilet. That might have been on that last drive in the 4th quarter. We were trying to tie it up, if I'm remembering correctly. But, dude, get better. Get stronger. Hit the weight room or something. Lamarian James, our leading tackler on the day, followed by Damian Charity, Ali, John Stewart, and Alec Solano. A lot of TFLs, 3 for Deep Harris, 3 for Alex Solano, and 1 for, I don't even know if I want to go through everyone, but Amari Morrison, Sean Thomas, John Stewart, James Ostrander, Alonzo Ford Jr., Lamarian James, O'Shea Jackson, one of our backup defensive linemen, Damian Charity, and that's it. But a lot of TFLs for the defense, especially I felt like Christian Turner was brought down in the backfield a lot, where guys were just shooting through the line perfectly. We got a lot of sacks, too. Deep Harris with 2 of his own, Alonzo Ford Jr., Amari Morrison, and Sean Thomas each getting 1. I don't remember when this was starting to occur to me kind of late in the game. I think even in regulation I was thinking about this. I don't know when the last time we forced a turnover was. It's been a while. Josh Cruz was a turnover-making machine last year, and I assume he has at least 1 this year, but I can't even be sure of that. And, how many did we have go off our hands in overtime? Josh Cruz had finished with 2 deflections, Amari James had 1 deflection, and Anton Stewart had 1 deflection. I know at least 3 of these should have been interceptions. Actually, no, yeah, Josh Cruz's other one I think should have been interceptions. So that's at least 4 dropped interceptions that we should have had. We did, of course, get the one. Lamarian James did intercept that one pass on a 2-point conversion, but it doesn't count towards the stat line for some reason. So there's at least that. So technically, we did force a turnover in this game, but with it being on a 2-point conversion, it didn't really feel like it, I guess. But yeah, haven't forced a turnover in a while. But all these pass deflections, I think at least 3 of them came on that last drive. And Josh Cruz's, I know, was the final one on that third down play. So massive, massive plays being made by the secondary when we needed them through most of the game, but like they've really turned it on in that 7th overtime period. And of course, I got to shout out Jason Paris, made all 3 of his field goals, the longest from 53 yards when I wasn't even sure if we could make it. Like the game was telling me to punt it, which I'm like, that's ridiculous. I wouldn't punt in overtime. I'd go for it anyway. But like when it tells you punt when you click special teams, that means you can't normally kick the field goal. It doesn't think you have the leg for it. But I knew we had to give it to trust Paris. Like he's drilled 48, 49 yarders with ease before. So I assumed he had to be able to make it from 53, and to his credit, he absolutely drilled it. Every second needed, Demon Deacons are dropped in overtime by a stubborn Old Dominion squad. You're gosh darn right, we're stubborn. We were not going to go quietly into the night. I will be fully transparent. There were a couple moments in those overtime periods where I thought we'd lost it. When we had to settle for the field goal, when we didn't get certain 2-point conversions, when we failed to stop them getting a 2-point conversion. There were a couple of moments where I'm like, oh no, that's going to be it. But when we finally forced him to kick a field goal in that 7th overtime, I'm like, we just need to score. And Rob Jones immediately ripped off a 20-yard rush to get us at the 5, and then it was just one more carry from there. So, oh my gosh, unbelievable game, just insane. We're 6-1 now thanks to that performance. Just unbelievable. This game was tied 13-13 at the end of regulation and finished 57-54. Going back on the road next week to take on Pitt, another, of course, ACC matchup. So we'll sim on ahead and see how the visit went. We had 2 recruits in town for that game. I hope they didn't have to like catch a flight or something, because they absolutely would have missed it. In a lot of recruiting battles, I see Malcolm Simpson committed to Rutgers. That's that one athlete that we had to visit recently. I think he was visiting Rutgers this week, so they must have really impressed him because he just committed immediately. A whole lot of other recruiting battles. We knew we were locked out by Dan Matthews. Ryan Tate, we got 850 points for his visit, so that's pretty hype. And where's the other guy? Richard Fisher was the other one. We're in a recruiting battle with one school for him. But like I said, we haven't actually really been going after him, so I actually don't think I've been putting any points into him, so I'm not too worried about that one. But Ryan Tate getting 850, that's cool. Wish he would have committed, but is what it is. Oh boy, Pitt is 5-1, so they're a very good team as well. And hopefully the team is getting a lot of time to recover after that game, that marathon of a game we just had. Frankly, I'm just glad we escaped a 7 overtime game with no injuries, because it's a lot of extra football you're tacking on at the end to an already grueling game of football. So, but Pitt is for next week. Thank all y'all for joining me. I apologize for how long this video is gonna be, but it was completely out of my control. I had no say in how long this game went. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching it. Very glad we were able to come out on top. If we had ended up losing that game, I would have been absolutely devastated. So very glad that we were able to pull it out in tremendous fashion. But again, thank all y'all for joining me. Love and appreciating each and every one of you. And I will see all y'all in my next episode. Later, y'all.